Good morning. So I made myself some coffee for the first time on this trip. I felt like I haven't had time to in the morning, but today is going to be kind of like just a driving and stopping at scenic views kind of day. So I thought I would treat myself to some coffee. And of course, can't forget the good old gourmet breakfast of a granola bar. Yeah, last night I slept pretty good. It was actually a few degrees warmer than what I have been experiencing. I was actually quite comfortable in my doubled up sleeping bag system. And then this morning it wasn't so hard to get out of bed because most mornings I don't want to get out of my little warm cocoon that I have. But this morning I opened my sleeping bag and I was like, oh, it's actually not that bad. But yeah, today I am just gonna go to a few different spots along the coast and do some sightseeing, and then I think I'm gonna stay at another free campground. It's not really a campground, it's kind of just like a parking lot. And that'll be the plans for today. I find it funny that this seagull has just been flying around going rah, 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 rah. It's like everybody's alarm clock this morning. Okay, so I kind of made like a little itinerary for today. In total, it said it would take me about like 6 hours to drive. I'm adding on a few more hours just for me to actually enjoy those scenic spots. So my first stop is Baldwin Street in Dunedin. That is apparently the steepest street in the world. So let's head on over there. I made it. World's steepest street. Wow. I don't think the camera does it justice, but this is very, very steep. Guys, look at these houses. They're like literally so slanted. I mean, they have to be so that they're level, obviously, but it's just crazy to look at. Well, I made it to the top. This is so weird.
What do you think?
And there's an awesome view too when you're coming back down of all the houses and some mountains. Wow, that was so cool. That was definitely super steep. So there's like stairs that you can take to make it a little bit easier on your knees. But yeah, it was so cool to see the houses just like slanted. Like the street is like this and the houses have to be obviously level. So it just looks really cool. So definitely if you're around Dunedin at all in New Zealand, go check that street out. But obviously be respectful of the locals and the people who actually live on that street. I don't think tourists are allowed to drive up the road. I did see a few cars kind of do like a race up it, but I don't think we're allowed to do that. There's plenty of parking along the street. Just, yeah, don't be disrespectful. So the next spot that I'll be going is Tunnel Beach. I tried to find Tunnel Beach. Apple Maps actually did take me down the wrong road the first time, so then I went to the actual Tunnel Beach like walking path, but the Tunnel Beach road was closed. It said residents only, or residents something road closed, so I guess I'm not going to Tunnel Beach. I am headed to Nugget Point Lighthouse next. These waves are crazy. they're huge.
Oh, hello, seagull.
So I've just made it to the Nugget Point Lighthouse car park, and I believe it's like 800 feet until I get there, so I'm just gonna walk. And something to know, the road to Nugget Point Lighthouse gets very narrow, so if you plan on renting a huge camper van, that's just something to keep in mind. And yeah, there was a car, like I was letting a car come towards me because there was a curve, and this person thought that I was letting them pass behind me, and they just like zoomed past me. And so I just like had to sit back and cross my fingers that they didn't just like collide, and they almost did. And yeah, they just got it was really close. I was like, oof, yeah, that's why I didn't do that. That's why I was stopping. But I guess people aren't as cautious as me. So yeah, let's go check out this lighthouse. Wow, just look at the color of that water. That's so pretty. Well, I made it to the lighthouse. Wow, this is crazy. Look how beautiful that is. You can see the seal. Woo. There's little seals down there playing in a little tiny. I have no words. I mean, that was spectacular. The views were gorgeous. So I am headed to the next spot now. I will be going to Purokawanai Falls. I'm definitely saying that wrong, but apparently they are really cool waterfalls. I think before then I'm going to stop on the side of the road and have a little snack / lunch because I am hungry. Let's get back on the road. Okay, I just made it to the falls, so let's go check them out. That waterfall was super cool, but I have 4 more stops to go, so I better get back on the road. I can't even explain the absolute beauty that I'm seeing right now. I'm currently at Florence Hill Lookout, and I had no expectations before coming here, but it's just like I just want to sit here and stare at this view for hours. I feel like I'm not even like soaking it in all the way. Wow. Made it to the last scenic stop of my drive today. I am at the southernmost point of the South Island in New Zealand. I'm not sure why I was even trying to talk during this video because it was so windy. I was struggling to stay vertical, but there was a really nice view. Well, that was super cool, and this marks the end of my scenic drive. I still have about 2 hours until I reach the Freedom campground. First, I am stopping at a public swimming pool. Apparently they only charge like $3 for unlimited hot shower, and I really need a shower right now. And then I am going to go to the grocery store to pick up a few things, and then I will head to the campground. I just arrived at a place called Splash Palace, and I'm going to go find out if I can take a shower. All right, time to get clean. I am all clean now, and I'm going to head to the grocery store. So I just finished shopping at Pack and Save. It's kind of like a budget grocery store here in New Zealand. I wish I went to a Pack and Save while I was in Christchurch, because it is exceptionally cheaper than Woolworths, at least from what I've gathered. But now I am going to find some gas. I think I have to go to a mobile because I tried getting gas at another gas station and my card kept getting declined, and it's because most gas stations here, or a lot of gas stations here in New Zealand, ask for a PIN number. It's just like an extra step of security, which is great. However, in America, they don't give PINs for credit cards, at least not the banks that I have, just like debit. But I don't want to use my debit card here. I'd rather use my credit card, so I'm going to try and go to a mobile and see if I can go inside to the clerk. I didn't have any issues the first time I had to fill up. Like, the kiosk took my card, no problem. So I don't know why these ones are different, but I guess we will find out if I can get gas at mobile. All right, my tank is full and my bank account is practically empty. No, I'm just kidding. But it is expensive here. The gas is pretty expensive. But I have about an hour to go, and then I will be at the campground. I'm trying to decide what I want for dinner. I have this, or mushroom and bacon, or creamy chicken. I think I have beef pho, which, oh, I also have pumpkin soup. Oh, I forgot I got that actually. But yeah, I have a bunch of options. I love soup, so I don't know what to choose. I'm bad at making decisions. I think I'm gonna go with, oh man, probably the beef pho, or beef flavored rice noodles. I'd say that's a pretty good meal right there. Don't mind that. That's trash. But this is a pretty cool campground. It's not really a campground. It's just like a park, but non-self-contained vehicles can stay here for free. This is free. So, pretty cool. I'm pretty sure the only thing you can't do is set up a tent here and tent camp, but you can be in a vehicle. So, pretty cool. And the sun is setting, so I am going to enjoy my dinner. Well, I finished my dinner and I watched the sunset, and now it is time for bed. So, good night.